Hi, my name is Leslie, and I love programming because I can write code to solve problems in the virtual world. But what if I could write code, turn into an object, and use that to solve problems also in the physical world? What better than a 3D printer to do that for me? 3D printing is fun, it's useful, and if you add some code to it, the possibilities are endless. I actually fixed some stuff at home by using 3D printed models, like an old screwdriver that was broken, and now it is useful again, and actually it's my favorite key ring. A big benefit of using 3D models is that you can build already assembled moving parts, which means you don't need to glue or screw them together, something that molding and machining cannot do for you. I can share and distribute my models around the world and also even in space, like NASA is doing. They sent a 3D printer to the International Space Station to print science equipment, and it's cheaper and easier. But what is a model? A model is a set of coordinates that can be viewed through a computer-aided design software, a CAD software. OpenSCAD is a free CAD software that offers you a script language, but as a programming language, really, it's not very nice. It's very limited. And I was studying Clojure at the time, so I decided to look for a better workflow to design my models. Then I found SCAD Clojure library, which converts whatever was written in Clojure into SCAD, and I could visualize that in real time. So I start to play around, and it offers me some basic shapes to work with, like spheres and cylinders, putting together, and I did Mr. Mickey's head. But what if I want to build something more complex, like a star or a heart? Should I figure out how to put the basic shapes together? Luckily not, I can use math, right? But I didn't remember my trigonometry classes, so I asked Google to find something I could use in my experiment. I found this very elegant heart equation, and it didn't take very long to understand how it was working and how I could apply to the Clojure code. So I applied that, and in the loop, each coordinate that it's producing, it's placing a different sphere in a plane. And then, using the union function, I have my heart-shaped model completed. And of course, I want to print my creations, but no matter how nice they are, it doesn't mean they are feasible in the real world. To help me with that, my printer comes with a software that tests the model before sending it to print. I used a filament printer which extrudes plastic through a heated head, building layer upon layer to create the 3D object. And when this software finds that I have a layer which doesn't have another underneath, it tells me I need to add supports, and I can detach those supports after the object is done. And well, and of course, if I don't use the supports, I could have undesired results. But dealing with supports is tricky. But there are other ways. There must be. So for instance, how should I print Mr. Mickey's head? Well, it's mostly a sphere. So a better way of doing that would be splitting in half, printing the parts, and after it is done, I glue the parts together. And ta-na-na, finally, I have my code 3D printed. But you might be wondering, do you need to own a printer to do that? Actually not necessarily, because there are public space that you can use, like Makerspace and Clojure, where you can bring your project and print there. Well, I hope you have had some insights about creating your own models, and what would you create? Thank you.